Well, two senior forest officials have been kidnapped in Assam. Assam Chief Conservator of Forest Abhijit Rabha and a range officer were allegedly kidnapped by militants in the Karbi Anglong district. The militants have demanded a ransom of 1 crore for the duo's release. Police say the officials were kidnapped by the Karbi People's Liberation Tigers militants when they were returning from the Singhasan Hills after conducting a forest department survey. Joining us on the phone line, Kishle Bhattacharjee. Morning, Kishle. Any more details that you're getting at this point?
Well, Kulsum, the details that you have read out now are all that we have because the police doesn't want to divulge anything. Abduction operations are always very sensitive. What we know is that Karbi Anglong is one of the largest districts in the country. It's about 10,000 square kilometers. It has very few police stations. That was one of the problems of Karbi Anglong. Karbi Anglong also was the Adam hub of several outfits for many years in Assam and in the northeast. But recently, many of these groups had come on overground. They had signed ceasefire. There was one group called KLNLF, Karbi Anglong National Liberation Front, which had laid down arms. 30 of its members, 25 or 30 of its members had formed a splinter group called the group which abducted these two forest officials, which is a Karbi Anglong, Karbi People Liberation Tigers. That is a group that is suspected to be behind them. On 27th of February, a member of 60 forest officials under a Wildlife Trust of India project had gone to the Singhasan Hills. Singhasan Hills is a very important, biodiversity place which was occupied by armed groups for several years. So probably the forest, had projects going on there. Abhijit Rabha, who is the Chief Conservator of Forests of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous District Council, and he is a very senior forest officer of Assam. He led this team of 60 people. 30 of them had returned 2 days back. 30 were returning yesterday. We are told that even 2 foreign nationals were part of that team who have come back safely. And on their return, Abhijit Rabha and his deputy, Ranjan Barua, were abducted by this group. Like I mentioned, this group is a small group, just has about 25 to 30 cadres. But that has been the problem of many of these groups in the northeast. Once the government comes on ceasefire with the group, a certain section breaks away, forms a faction, and abducts people against ransom. In this case, we are told the ransom is about 1 crore. But again, the police insist that they don't want to divulge any information or talk about the operation procedures because abduction operations are always very sensitive. Their lives of these people are at risk. But we have sketchy details at the moment of the operation, but we know that an operation has been launched out there. A combined operation has been launched out there.
The NDTV news app had redefined the entire genre. Now another market beater. It's already hit #1.
NDTV Profit, India's #1 finance app. Download free at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Live stream of NDTV Profit, market news, and your easy-to-manage portfolio. Download now, ndtvprofit.com/apps.